And a British museum is in talks to secure the return of artifacts stolen by its troops during an invasion in 1868 known as the Battle of Magdala. A long-term loan is one of the options on the table, but Ethiopia wants Britain to return, not loan, stolen treasures. The country has made various requests for the return of these artifacts, which include hundreds of illuminated manuscripts and gold crowns.
Ethiopia wants ancient artifacts plundered by British troops to be returned as part of a wider campaign to repatriate important articles of the country's history sitting in museums overseas. The country has for years tried to reclaim stolen artifacts and relics from Britain. The Victoria and Albert V&A Museum in London put its collection on display to mark the 150th anniversary of the invasion of ancient Ethiopia, known as the Battle of Magdala. The V&A is one of several museums that holds Magdala artifacts and has proposed their return as part of a long-term loan.
Well, it would be exciting if the items held at the V&A could be part of a long-term loan with a cultural institution in Ethiopia. These items have never been on a long-term loan to Ethiopia. But as we look to the future, I think what we're interested in are partnerships around conservation, interpretation, heritage management, and these need to be supported by government assistance so that institutions like the V&A can support sister institutions in Ethiopia.
But officials in Ethiopia are against the idea that they should borrow items that originally belonged to them. According to researchers, legislation in the UK does not allow for objects to be removed from British museums unless there's an Act of Parliament. Ethiopia's government says they have not received any official communication of the long-term loan.
We didn't even ask for this. What we have asked was restitution of our heritage, our Magdala heritage, looted from Magdala, 150 years ago. We presented our request in 2007 and waiting for it. We haven't received any response so far. We are trying to push it forward again. Except that about this new arrangement, giving it to us on the basis of law. That's not our question to begin with, and we have never been requested formally.
For years, Ethiopia fought a war of words to win back a 1,700-year-old obelisk that was carried to Rome by Italian fascist invaders in the 1930s. It was eventually returned in April 2005. In Addis Ababa, at the National Museum, a collection of royal regalia and memorabilia from the country's former rulers make up part of 3 floors of history.